All right, let's head to a game here that is at least somewhat interesting, the Chargers and the Broncos, because guess what? We have to play the guessing game. That's why it's so interesting, because the Chargers find themselves as 3-point dogs to the Denver Broncos with a total of 39.5 to 40. And the reason we're sitting here and people are going to go, what do you mean? Why in the world is this going on? That is because the Chargers would sit here and they would be able to rest players if Cincinnati Bengals take care of business as they should against the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Staley actually came out and said yesterday that that would be something that they would consider. So impossible game to play for me, guys. Impossible scenario to try and handicap. I think we all think Cincinnati is going to beat the Ravens, so therefore it puts the Chargers in a situation to rest their players if they want to. Seems like that's going to be the case. Steven, I'll start with you, but I don't have much in this one.
My analysis of this game is that, honestly, the NFL has done a terrible job in scheduling these games this week and when they play. The Ravens and the Bengals game should be going on at the same time as the Chargers and the Broncos game. And you could move the Bengals game to the 4 o'clock window and then just move the Cowboys game up to the 1 o'clock window. It'd be a very easy fix for these things. Same thing with the Sunday night game, where the Lions might not have anything to play for on Sunday Night Football.
We'll get to that game. Talk about this one. Let's go.
There's multiple examples of like terrible scheduling in week 18 that was very easily fixable, and they didn't do it. So, but to your point, the Ravens are probably going to lose in the 1 o'clock window, which makes this game meaningless for the Chargers. But at the same time, like, we've seen this Broncos team all year. Like, I have no interest in putting money on the Denver Broncos as favorites. And it's probably going to be, you know, if you had to guess, Adam, if things play out like we think here and the Ravens lose, this might get steamed for the Broncos up to 3. In that case, we have to have a different discussion than what we're looking at here at 2.5.
It's 3 across the board.
Likely, you got 3s right now?
It's 3 across the board right now.
3.5, right. 3.5 juiced in some spots.
Yeah.
Then that happened while we've been doing the show, because earlier this morning it was 2.5. Because, so now we can have a better conversation here. If this gets to 3.5, guys, are you interested in the Chargers at this point with the dumpster fire that has been Denver all season? With their backups,
no,
the Chargers.
I'm not
either. No.
Yeah. You said,
quote by Staley yesterday, Adam. It says, if that's something we feel like would be a good decision, we'll take it case by case. And so here's the case. You had Keenan Allen, who missed the majority of the season with the hamstring. You had Mike Williams, who missed a ton of time with his ankle injury. Justin Herbert battled injury all season long. Also, the case by case is that all the good players are not going to play. So I'm just not interested in that.
And I'll add this. If you pay attention to what the Broncos have said the last couple of weeks, there's actually been this strange little rally around Russell Wilson. I would not be at all surprised with an interim coach and with them trying to prove that this Russell Wilson thing isn't a complete and total disaster. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Broncos offense rally up just a little bit this week. So that's enough that I wouldn't want to get involved with taking the points with the Chargers.